So my name is Phi, and I'm an artist. No, I don't want to say I'm an artist, sorry, no. I don't know who I am. I just express myself. I don't really quite know exactly who I am yet. I actually have this thought quite often that I feel like I live a double life, that I have two different lives, that I have my artistic life, and I'm here in my atelier for days. I isolate, I don't talk to anyone. And then when I leave the atelier, I leave for 3-4 days, and then I'm in the my activism. I don't really make a plateau between the both. What really drew me to punk, not only, like you said, for the sense of community, which is real and is something I never had, a big sense of solidarity, big sense of understanding that, you know, you're not the weird kid anymore, a sense that it's okay to like what you like. The political activism is also really important. It's being involved in what's happening. Two completely different sides that I have, because my art is very introverted, you know, I do it alone. I don't really talk about it. It's really personal and individual for me. But then when I have this other side of my life, which is, well, activism and being part of collectives here in Berlin, house projects, all of this, fighting against many of the causes that I stand for, I completely forget about my art, and it doesn't matter in this moment. The more we moved, the less attached I became to the places even, and the people, because I knew I would just move again. But with my art, I think my art for sure picked up a bit of all the places that I lived in. Well, when I was studying, when I had my more art brut, primitive phase, even if it wasn't really what was on my mind, the style of it, why I was drawn to this, most likely came from after living in Africa. I think being detached from, geographically from places, the only kind of stable constant I had was my art, my creativity. This never left me, and I've had it it's a really long time. I never really drew so much nature, but every time I do, I always draw trees. There's trees in that painting there. There's a tree in that painting. In the some drawings there. I won't draw a lot of nature really, but when I do, it's always trees. If I would be a tree, I definitely knew instantly I would be a pine tree in a big forest. Just because I would just make me invisible, you know, because there's thousands of pine trees, pine forests, and not only that I love the smell of pine, but that you're just there in the crowd, you're invisible in some way. So when I create art, it's not a painful process. It's kind of small reliefs from the time that I'm physically creating it. It's a small relief in a way that it helps me visualize what it is really that I'm feeling, and so it makes me better understand it. It's a good tool for self-recognition, because I notice this a lot with my writing, with automatic writing. I always have these exercises I do where I just rhyme. And rereading my writings kind of makes me understand what's in my mind. But it doesn't take away any of the feelings. It just gives me a visual of them. And in some way it's less scary to understand something that you can see than something you don't know what it looks like. If I would sing my text, I would, depending on the text, I would definitely have some heavy doom in there. Would also sing them punk ways, all the different genres that exist of that. Also opera, also I love classical music also. So it would be eclectic, I think. I am incapable of looking at the future. And when I say future, I mean in 2 hours from now, I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea. I never think about the future also. I don't think about in 1 year, where will I be? Will I still be in Berlin? Though just now I had a visualization in my head when you said, you know, how far the water will go, the river will go. And the instant image I had was a waterfall. Yes.